every entrepreneur dream is successful in life. In fact, entrepreneurs must have certain characteristics and capacities. We have chosen a business run by Mr. Siti Nurshazli Binti Muhammad as an entrepreneur in the food industry and run a business by inheriting his mother's business. His business name is Anak-Anak Kak Mak and conducted in 2018 in Pekalan Berangan, Marang, Terengganu. His location is at North 2 Bangunan Majlis Daerah Marang Pasar Pekalan Berangan. She also hopes that her dream of opening more branches will come true. Furthermore, with knowledge in business, she hopes her business continue to progress.
Entrepreneur background. Anak-Anak Kak Mak restaurant is owned by Puan Siti Nurshazli Binti Muhammad. She was 30 years old and has 5 years of experience in business. Puan Shazlin born on 23 June 1993 at Kampung Temalan, Marang, Kuala Terengganu. She was educated in SK Pengkalan Berangan and SMK Pengkalan Berangan. Then, she was continue her studies at UiTM Machang Kelantan in Information Management Diploma and lastly at UiTM Merbak Kedah in Ijazah Sarjana Muda Pengurusan Perpustakaan. Lastly, she ventured into the food and beverage business when she was 20 years old. This business capital was helped by her family and her own personal saving.
The name of the company that has been chosen by Siti Nurshazli is Anak-Anak Kak Mak. She runs a business based on morning dishes such as nasi lemak. The main target customers in her business are the people around Kampung Pekalan Berangan. The workers also become her target because her restaurant was the focus due the main road to work for most workers. Her business is conducted from Wednesday to Monday from 6:30 a.m. to 12 noon at Pekalan Berangan and she has only 2 employees.
The entrepreneur before starting the venture. Working experience. For Mr. Siti Nurshazlin's work experience before starting this business was helping both her mom and her dad in the business. For role models, as for Mrs. Siti Nurshazli, her parents were her role model for starting or running the business. Her parents influenced her a lot since she was young. She used to see her parents working so hard to run the business. Intention of being an entrepreneur. At a young age, Mrs. Shazli used to see her parents doing business to support their family. She started to have interest in business at age 18.
I will present about the entrepreneurs at time he stated the witness. First, motivation to start a business. Her main motivation is to connect her mother business to supplement the family's side income and to fill her free time with something that makes a profit. Number 2, setting any cost when you set up a business. Key cost of opening a business is to succeed in the future even if you only run a small business. 3, resources of income when starting the venture. By using his own and his mother capital as the main planner to start a business. Any network. This restaurant is a project he is with his family. How do you cancel with control when starting a venture? He controls the selling price of food sold in restaurant in parallel with the price of raw goods. Risk orientation at an early start. In the early start, he experienced risk with the weather and also the condition that has many competition. And the last, business plan. Looking to the further expand the business in the future by expanding its sales.
The attitude of wanting to try to start a business in her shows that she is a person who dares to take risks and has high confidence in herself. She is also smart in seizing opportunities. This is because she used all her experience and knowledge to open her own business. A persistent attitude of trying can also be used as an example and role model to always try without giving up. The success factor in business is plan goals. For example, Mrs. Siti Najazlin has set her business goals to help her siblings and wants to outcome all her dreams in business world. Her determination and passion to start a business is very clear. Despite many challenges and obstacles, she always increased her spirit and always think positively. Self-restraint. For example, Mrs. Siti Najazlin has strong desire and passion in herself with a high level of motivation that encourage her to try to do something to achieve success. In order to achieve success in business, we must always have high goals and desires so that all the things we dream of come true. Assalamualaikum. Kami merupakan pelajar dari UMK. Ini bertanya beberapa soalan berkaitan dengan perniagaan Puan. Bolehkah Puan meluangkan sedikit masa untuk kumpulan kami? Ya, boleh. Berkaitan dengan perniagaan Puan, bolehkah Puan menerangkan bagaimana Puan memulakan perniagaan Puan? Menggunakan modal sendiri dan ibu sebagai perancang utama untuk memulakan perniagaan. Perniagaan ini mula beroperasi. Memulakan perniagaan pada bulan Oktober 2018. Siapakah role model Puan dalam menjalankan perniagaan ini? Ibu saya berniaga kecil-kecilan sebelum saya mengendalikan perniagaan ini dan bapa saya merupakan peniaga sayur. Siapa yang membantu Puan dalam menjalankan perniagaan ini? Mempunyai 2 orang pekerja iaitu kakak saya sendiri. Soalan terakhir, apakah risiko yang dihadapi semasa menjalankan perniagaan ini? Risiko yang dihadapi ialah dengan cuaca dan juga keadaan sekeliling iaitu mempunyai ramai pesaing. Okey, terima kasih Puan. Sama-sama.